This is why we love her.
I know, I love her!
Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Sarah.
I'm Kara.
And we are your girls at home, and we are back in our Lana era. We are going through the discography, and we heard you loud and clear that we forgot a song.
Yeah.
That rounds out the Paradise album.
Paradise edition, special edition,
right,
special
actually,
version.
Extension of Born to Die.
Yeah. I think it was a Target exclusive.
Ooh.
Let us know. We're still obviously very new.
That sounds like it could make sense.
That makes sense.
We actually, embarrassingly, did listen to this our first time around.
See, like,
you forgot. Yeah.
Totally
I
forgot.
feel like I remember only because I liked this song.
Okay.
Actually, I felt like this song gave me Paradise, Dark Paradise vibes.
Oh my god. Okay.
If I'm remembering correctly.
Okay. If you're confused,
yes,
we did listen to Paradise. Probably it was like in August. So after we were going through Born to Die, we're going through her discography.
But basically, yes, this is our second time through because that's just life.
That's just life.
Mistakes are made.
Yeah.
But of course, before that, we have some housekeeping that we need to get through.
Always. And it's a big one.
It is a big one today. So definitely go make sure you're following our Instagram account, The Girls at Home 13. That is where we release all special news, secret projects, keep you up to date on our thoughts and things that happen as they happen.
Things that happen as they happen, yes.
And then I think that goes into, we have another social to plug?
I mean,
call it a social?
It's a new thing.
It's a new thing.
It's a new thing for us.
We have officially announced we started a podcast.
The Girls at Home podcast is a thing. It's been a long time coming.
It has
It's been in our brains for like a while.
Right, well, because our issue is well, not it's an issue. The lovely
It's a good issue.
It's a good issue. Is we found our niche on YouTube.
Yeah.
We found what works for us, and it's reacting to videos. We love that you guys love it, and this works for us because we love listening to music and just being shook and shocked by the lyrics and the production.
Yes.
So we found what works for us.
Yeah.
But we still have so much more to say. That has always been the issue, is as we continue having the songs that we listen to, we learn new things.
And like everyone's in our DMs and everyone's commenting like, what are your thoughts on this? And what are you, like, have you listened to this? And yes, we have by ourselves. Like, there's always more to talk about.
Yes.
And so we figured we might as well just start a podcast because we can't get here on YouTube as easily as just getting on Zoom and getting on a microphone and talking to each other.
Also, another reason why we're saying this is we don't want our YouTubers to think that we're going to disappear from YouTube.
No.
So we're still, this is our child. Like, this is our
home.
community. This is it. Yeah, this is our original home.
Yeah.
So we still want to make sure that we are putting enough energy to YouTube because that's where we started. That's where we're most comfortable.
Yeah.
And we are still getting used to the podcasting. It is different.
Yes, so we just need to say that our first episode is out of the podcast. Everyone was asking for our thoughts on the track list to the Tortured Poets department, so that is where we covered all of that. And give us grace, it is our first episode. There were some technical difficulties, but we can only get better. So we're so excited to get in the podcasting world.
And for those of you that have already listened and have been commenting on our Instagram, just thank you so much.
Yes.
It means so much to us, the anxiety that I'm not gonna lie I had putting out this podcast because it is something new and uncomfortable and out of our comfort zone. So it just means a lot, and as long as you guys like us, we are gonna be here. It is time to officially second react to Burning Desire.
But again, it's like a first reaction. I don't remember anything. I'm glad you remember that you liked it.
I just remember that I liked it.
I don't remember
That's all I can say.
Okay, Burning Desire, take 2. Every time we listen to her, I'm so excited.
I know, it fills a room. It's a different type of breathing.
Every Saturday night I get dressed up to ride for you, baby. Cruising down the street on Hollywood and Vine for you, baby.
We're still in LA, makes sense.
I drive fast, bringing my hair. I push it to the news 'cause I just don't care. You ask me where I've been everywhere. I don't wanna be nowhere but here. Come on, tell me why. I've got a burning desire for you, baby. Burning desire. Tell me why. I've got a burning desire for you, baby. Burning desire. I drive fast.
reminding you of?
Yes. Okay, first of all, I need to say that was not Dark Paradise. So once again, I'm
wrong.
That was wrong. No, the beginning, it's another song that is on.
I like hear it.
I know.
But I can't get the words out.
Is it Yayo? Like, sugar, or is it Blue Velvet? Something. Sugar Daddy, I would die for you, darling. Like the way
the
that
beginning.
Yes, the beginning.
Yes.
The
Yes.
Way, yeah. Like,
I know what you're talking about.
The
It
drop.
reminded me something immediately. But the "Come on, tell me, boy," in the when she's whispering
this
it.
is what makes us girls. Come on, take a shot.
Yes.
That-
Thank
yep.
you. Thank you. Yes.
Ooh.
That was exactly
Maybe
in my
interesting to have this mixture of kind of some of
head. The two sides of paradise.
Yes.
Mm.
The song is an encompassing kind of. And is there more electrical beats? I don't want to call it electric guitar. I'm not the one to point out, but there seems to be more.
Well, it's interesting because there's like a mixture of both. Like we have the piano, but then you have this like breathing weird. Not weird.
That was
but
like panting.
I know what you mean. There are a lot of sounds. Like Paradise seemed a little more stripped back, like not entirely, but less these like heavy sounds. It's obviously more chill LA as opposed to the heavy New York sounds. This is like a little bit of both.
I agree.
To me. Gotta say that she's continuing this ride going through Hollywood with Hollywood and Vine. She's, drive fast, wind in my hair, still this escape. I don't know if we mentioned that we think we know it was used for like a car commercial something. I don't think it wasn't like written for it, obviously. So
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either.
No,
Actually, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm saying like I know anything. Like, let us know where the origin of this song came from. Like, why was it excluded? You know what I mean? Like, why was it not on the Paradise edition?
Right.
Why was it the Target exclusive?
Was it a Target exclusive?
Was it a Target exclusive? What's the villain origin story of the song?
Every Saturday night I seem to come alive for you, baby. Santa Monica, I'm racing in the lights for you, baby. I drive fast, radio blast. Have to touch myself to pretend you're there. Your hands are on my hips, your name is on my lips. Over and over again, like my only prayer. Got a blind desire for you, baby.
They come on, take a shot. Yes!
I've got a blind desire.
She's so down here.
Yes.
So deep.
First of all, I just love her. Is tenacity the word? I just love her crudeness in songs and in lyrics.
Yeah.
And like it ties into I push it to the limits and I just don't care.
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry, I have to touch myself to pretend you're there.
Yep.
Like, it's in her head. Or you're just never there, so I have to pretend you're here. Like, I don't know. It's
I know.
just so like crude for maybe this time. A woman writing about this stuff. Like, God forbid you talk about a woman pleasing herself.
Right.
It is like
So
the worst thing you could have ever done.
I know.
And another thing too I noticed within the transition of Paradise is in the beginning it still seems she has that relationship with God or the belief in God, and once we got to the end she was like, God's dead to me.
Dead.
Yeah. That was
Yes.
I forgot she said those words.
Yes, no, I listened to it today and I was like, yeah, she did that.
Like she said
Did
that?
yeah.
So then to say your hands are on my hips,
Yeah.
your name was on my lips over and over again, like my only prayer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's all I can say about
I
that.
know. I need to sit
it's
with
just
this.
once again this idea of I push it to the limits because I just don't care how it can be anything relating to her.
Yeah.
With her music, the way she dresses, how she's portrayed, like wasn't she seems to be like right, like this cutting edge, pushing it to the limit with her songs and her music. I feel like that's just very on par for like more than just what the meaning of the song is.
Right. To me, it's also saying like there's obviously a carelessness to how fast you're driving. If you want to take it literal, I'm pushing it to the limits. Like I just don't care. I don't care if it's dangerous. I don't care if it's reckless. You know, like
So
I need to get there to you.
Ooh.
Right.
I was thinking that she's kind of like driving by herself in this like imagination of being with this man.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just took it from Santa Monica, I'm racing in the lights for you. I drive fast, kind of like I'm cruising down the street on Hollywood.
But is she actually driving for him, or is it that's where she feels closest to him? And so she drives in this car because that's what maybe
That's her connection to him.
That's her connection to him, which is why she needs to like touch herself. The radio's like, I have to pretend you're here. So then, is it? Because I know there's a lot of these songs that we end up missing that are about her boyfriend that has died in the past.
Yeah.
So is it just about a guy that she's with at this time that's like, not giving her the full attention that she needs, or is this about her ex? I have so many thoughts. Part of me thinks maybe it is about her ex-boyfriend. Like, is she driving fast into, like, as you were saying, this dangerous zone, this dangerous mindset that it could kill her? Is it the alcohol, drugs, or this reckless life that could kill her?
To be with him.
Yeah. Because she, when they're saying,
I'm trying to get to you,
and I'm feeling scared, and I'm trying to get to you, or is it literally maybe moving too fast through relationships with men, like going too quickly, like I'm driving fast to get to, that idea of like I'm driving fast, everyone knows it, everyone knows I'm quick, like I'm trying to get to you. I don't know.
Before we started recording, we were talking about lyrics and sound bass. Like you're getting it, you're getting the lyrics. I'm like, wow, her voice changed, like she was so deep and now she's like in this high-pitched sound. It's so different. I'm just like, I need to absorb.
I feel you.
I'm loving the sounds.
This is why we need a podcast.
This is why we need the podcast, because in 2 weeks we're going to be like, not that we're going to have an amazing thought, but like possibly. Who's to say? We don't know. Like, I feel like I need to like re-listen to it. I don't know.
I can agree.
Okay. Let's go back.
Yes. Like, please picture us.
She sounds scared.
Right. It's like, in a rush.
Yeah. It's literally the pace is picking up.
Long outro.
Yeah.
Is it like sex panting? Or is she having like a panic attack? I did not remember that ending.
Neither do I. Well, we were not well.
No, you're right, and that was the last song we
That was the last
listened to.
song. Yeah. We were not well. We probably were like, sounds good.
We're like, gotta go.
I love what you said about those sounds, because it does sound like it could be a panic attack, or it could be like intimate sounds, or like,
I don't know, it could be anything.
or like, I don't know, there was something at the end where it sounded not like a crash, but like almost like, I don't know, it reminded me of like when in a movie and you hear like the hubcaps coming off of a car, and then it's just like, everything's like spinning out of control and ending.
Like that, like sci-fi sound just makes
that's what I'm thinking about. It's that weird like turnstile sound.
So is it like hospital? Like, not that it sounds like Hospital Machine, like if it was meant to be representative of something, or maybe it's just production choice.
Yeah,
just
it is
good outro matching the intro, which we're not ready for.
No, we're not. I'm gonna start the intro over again.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
To have the beginning be so full and beautiful, and to have that ending just be her panting.
Yes. And it sounds so put together in the beginning. I was going to say at the end, like, I was trying to follow the cadence. Like, at the very end, there was, like, a sequence of piano, and then it falls off, and then there's, like, something. Like, it didn't seem like, and I would have to listen to it again, but it didn't seem like there was a structure to it, where this is just, like, beautiful orchestra. Yes. Everything's in line.
And I also wonder, like, how big of a choice, I mean, it's always a choice, but her choosing to use different registers, and what that represents in the story.
Totally.
Right, to start off with like that lower, and then I don't know, to get that higher, like you said, it's scared. It was like pacing, But then to go back
I know.
down to end the chorus.
I know.
To go out with that pulled back
I know.
outro. I am curious, maybe people out there have done it, it's just not something I could do. But is there a tie between the types of voicing that she chooses to use and the story?
Yeah, agreed.
You know?
Right, like, and there's some songs that are more, like, sexual in nature, and you have that, like, sensual kind of baby doll voice. Yes. And, like, Yayo. I'm show for me, daddy.
Right.
I agree with that. Like, is there
connection?
There has to be. Like, there has to be.
Is it when she's talking about guys versus, like, I don't know.
Right. If she's telling this story, it sounds independent, just at, like, for surface level.
By herself.
She's by herself. Right. So she has to put on this, like, persona, being strong and, like, tough.
Yes.
So it's this deep voice. But then once things get out of control, she's, like, back to this higher pitched, insecure, scared voice.
So when you were bringing that up, it made me think, because we do a fun little book club with our friends from college, and this month was the Paris Hilton memoir, and she talked about how, in order to feel safe and, like, protect herself, her voice would just go up in this higher register that people, and I mean, it was also, she kind of played into the dumb blonde stereotype for the show, but for her reality show that she had. But it was kind of like a protection, I believe she's kind of saying for her. Yeah. So, right, maybe that's kind of similar to what Lana's doing, where when she's referring to that she's talking to the men, she gets up in this little, like, sultry, right, hi, how are you, voice.
Yeah. No, that's so true.
I don't know.
I know. I don't know if it's true.
Because
but,
I feel like we know she's so intentional. It just feels she's intentional.
100%. Yeah.
With her production, with the choices that she's making, that... Just the fact that her voice can do that.
I know. The first time we ever listened to Born to Die, we were like, how can she have all these ranges?
And then also be able to perform a whole song with that. And it'd be so it's just...
I know.
This is why we love her.
I know. I love her.
Oh my gosh, we officially finished our Paradise section of Lana Del Rey.
Oh my gosh. So we do have Ultraviolence.
We do have Ultraviolence next. We also heard you guys. Ultraviolence is next on our reaction list.
Yes.
And we are trying our hardest to get through Lana, obviously, before the Tortured Poets Department.
You think we're going to get through all of Lana?
I'm sorry. No, but we're going to try our hardest to, like, keep up with it. To get, to get one more out before April.
Yes.
Because we do have a lot of personal fun things coming up soon, but there's just hopefully so much content going to be from us.
2024 is the year of content for the girlies.
We're feeling it. We're having fun.
Yes.
And we can't wait to keep making stuff for you. Thanks for hanging with us.
Yes,
we always love to hear your comments, your thoughts. Keep it coming.
Yes, keep it coming.
And question will be out, or we're going to see you on YouTube or the podcast next.
Ooh, both.
Maybe. Ooh. All right. Bye.